guys, welcome back to my channel, When Tay Talk. I am Tay, and I am here for another Love and Marriage Huntsville review. This is season 5, episode 8. We, Wanda, marked the boundaries, or not. I just added that part in. Okay, so let's start with the good stuff. Okay, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, we're over 700 guys, so let's get on up to the 1,000 and quit playing with me. Okay, also you can share the video. Okay, you can click the bell notifications so you know every time I drop a video. So this review is late because I did the blackout. And I didn't go to the casino. I told y'all my left eye was jumping all day yesterday. I thought I was going to get pissed off, but it didn't happen. So maybe it did happen because the video I uploaded last night, it took over 3 hours to load. I'm like, are they serious? But anyway, maybe because everybody was on YouTube doing the blackout and was just doing lives and stuff like that on YouTube. So maybe it tied up the channels and all that type of stuff. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, also everything on the channel is alleged and in my opinion. Okay. My opinion. Okay. You put your opinion in the comments. Okay. We can chit chat in the comments. I said that right. Great. Miss Wanda Jr. over here. Just kidding. Anyway, the episode, did I say all the good stuff? Everything on the channel is alleged in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. We want to stay entertained over here. Okay? Okay, the feedback I get, we're being entertained. Okay, so let's just keep it like that and let's see what we have going on and get into this episode, okay? So we start off with Kimmy and Maurice at Scott Imperium or something like that. I don't know. I think it's still a cover for some type of brothel that the guys have. Okay, the building looks strange. Okay, don't that building look like the place where people go to have happy endings? If you know what I mean. If you don't know what happy endings is, ask in the chat, in the comments, and we'll let you know. Okay? Anyway, allegedly. But in my opinion, that's what it looked like. Because I don't never see his ass doing no work. And Kimmy got a little space in there too. Is she doing work? Maurice, what are you doing? Where are your clients? Anyway, so they are talking about Kimmy having this new title company, and they are the first Black-owned title company in Huntsville, or maybe even Alabama, I think they said. And she talks about our community is being underserved in this area, and that is a fact. African American community is underserved, especially when it comes to real estate. I know some of you guys may have seen like on some news articles and stuff like that when, like, let's say it was like in Florida where, I think it was in Florida, like in a high-end area, this Black couple, I think they might have been African or something like that, or a Nigerian or maybe, I don't know. But they owned a nice home and they had it appraised. And they appraised it for maybe like, let's say $500,000. So they like, dang, that's kind of low. So they, restaged the home or whatever and had another appraiser come out, but they had their Caucasian friends come. And it was appraised for like over $1 million more than what the other appraiser had appraised it for. So they sued and they won too. So that's, that's just, and then they try to, price gouge when it comes to us about certain things. It's just a lot of mess. So I totally get what she's saying. And it needs to be some equality within that real estate for African American people. Maurice is giving her high fives, and of course they are calling each other babe and every other damn word. I wonder if they even know each other's name anymore. I don't. Ugh. So anyway, Maurice tried to give her another high five and saying, like kudos to him for forcing her to get into real estate or whatever. And she said she's always wanted to do the title company, and she liked doing her real estate, but she wanted to do it at her own pace and not at his pace. And Kimmy, what pace is he on? What pace is he on? And I feel like he only tried to get her to get into the real estate like that because the show was based around them and all the real estate that they were doing. And he knew he couldn't or wasn't. So he wanted her to be the part of the couple that did the real estate or whatever the case may be. That's what I think. Even though she was already into some real estate, that's what I think he was doing. So they get off that topic and start talking about the comeback group meeting that they had and how it was successful, but they still didn't come to a resolution because they need to talk to their, respective parties. Then they get into Shrek, which is the other Scott brother, the oldest one. And Kimmy says that people that they bring into the circle or around them, they need to be able to handle them. And I agree. So Maurice says Mark never inserted himself in any of this circle stuff into anything. He never inserted himself in this, and that he was brought in. Kimmy agrees. Kimmy? He damn sure inserted himself with the shit that he was saying about you. You didn't say anything to him or whatever the case may be. He inserted himself with Maurice's ex-wife and calling you a side chick. Okay? I didn't see anything on your end that you were doing to bring him into this or say anything about him that would cause him to do all these lies with Kiowa and say that you were a side chick and that there was overlapping between you and Kiowa with Maurice sorry ass. Okay? He didn't insert himself in the Miss Van situation, but can we agree that your sorry ass brother did, Marceau? He inserted him in that, and he tried to use the brother as a weapon against Mel and her mom. And why, I don't know. Worry about all the 8 months your mama was to have all of y'all. Worry about that. Anyway, so, Maurice says he knew once Mark got started, he wasn't going to stop. How did y'all get him to stop talking about Kimmy and y'all? Because he was throwing y'all under the bus too. How did y'all get him, to stop doing that and just focus on Miss Van and Mel? Because first he was just talking about Miss Van. Then he started talking about Mel too. So how did y'all get him to stop, to cease all conversations about y'all and Kimmy being the side chick to now, and that none of his brothers are faithful to their wives, to now him just going after Mel and her mom? How did y'all pull that off? He wasn't that damn stubborn then. Anyway, he says he knew that he wasn't going to stop once he got started, and he know how Mark is because he grew up with this cat. Is that your brother or what? Like, what do you mean this cat? Who the fuck is the cat? We know he act like a piece, but why are you talking about him like he not your brother? You're going to claim him because all of y'all are off like that. Some of you guys look like y'all just better at masking it. Anyway, he says he knows that once he's on something, he own it. And so my thing is, if y'all know how crazy he was, why did y'all put him into the position to talk about Mel and her mama? Like, why did y'all put that in him when y'all know it's clear he's saying basically that he has some type of mental disorder? And if you know that, Maurice, I know Marceau know it. Marceau know how he is too. So Marceau, why did you even bring him into the drama with the stuff on the show against the host and Miss Van? Because you couldn't whip Martell ass. So you wanted to try to do some other mess and go against some women. No, why you just didn't keep it at Martell? Anyway. So Kimmy says she do think that what his brother is doing can have do they think that what the brother is doing can have a reflection on like them? Maurice says no, because he's defending himself. Kimmy says they can try to talk to him because he is part of the problem. And also Kimmy tells him, y'all find all of these reasons for Tisha to address Wanda, so y'all can find a reason to address Mark. Maurice says Wanda came in defending her daughter. So who has done? Can y'all start when whoever was going against them or causing them some type of harm, Tisha or Miss Van? Or Wanda or Shrek. Can y'all go to where anybody said anything negative against them? Or any that calls for them to call in the dogs for somebody to come and defend them? That they should have been able to handle as a damn grown adult? Can y'all bring up any situations like that? Because even with your sorry ass brother bringing him up into this mess with Marceau now, it still wasn't cause for him to attack Miss Van like that. All she said was they were friends. So what caused that? What did he need to defend against that? He had like they were secretly married and had a damn child. Like, what is it? Who gives a damn? So why is it that he's going this hard for what? So, Kimmy says, she can't say who started this, but Kimmy, your ass can say who started this. Your little brother-in-law and his wife and your sister-in-law. You know who started this stuff. She can't say who started this, but Mark's behavior is starting to, is very toxic and starting to fuel the fire. Maurice says Mark is like the stubbornest person that he knows, but they will try to talk to him. So then Maurice gets up to leave, and I guess he gets like offended when Kimmy says something that kind of make it seem like she was putting him out or something. She's like, this is my office or whatever. And he was like, don't do that or whatever. And she's like, what the fuck? So she like laughing. I don't know if he was like getting offended that she was like, I don't know if he thought she was like saying like, get out of my office or this, I paid for this or whatever the case may be. But whatever it is, he seemed like he was offended. Kimmy was laughing, but it seemed like it was like an uncomfortable laugh. It didn't seem like it was a laugh that like they was genuinely laughing, because he still wasn't really laughing. He seemed like he was really not playing. And then he knocked over some pencils or something on her desk, and I would have threw one and hit his ass in the back of the head with it. And then he walked on out. Okay, so now we get to the scene with Mel and Kiki, where Kiki is coming over to Mel's house. Mel is packing up her products, and she was saying that, her and Kiki got to catch up because they hadn't talked in a while, because she's been so busy or whatever. Kiki comes in and says the same thing. Mel starts showing her which products go in which bag and what product is what, and Kiki started helping her pack. Mel is going to get people to help her pack those products and get them to work. If they come to their house, and she'll do nothing else. Mel said, we gonna talk and work, okay? Ain't no just leisure time over here, okay? Kiki said she heard about the little brawl at the rent party. Mel tells Kiki, about Wanda going live about her every week, if not more. And she tells her that, she confronted Wanda. And she said she wanted that to be a lesson to Wanda, that she can't go around talking about people's kids and saying whatever the hell she want to say without any consequences to her actions. And then she'll do that shit again and want to have her or her kid's name in her mouth. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay? She talked about that Martell got the original 6 to gather for a dinner so they can talk about what happened and get things straightened out. She said, of course, it was people at the dinner that was still in denial, acting like they ain't know what was going on, what they people was saying, and, oh, my mom said that. Oh, my God, really? I didn't know that. And this and that, even though she know they a damn lie and the truth ain't in them, because she know they see that stuff on social media. And they talked about having conversations with those people and talking to Wanda about, not talking about kids moving forward. Kiki said it's tricky because it's her auntie, but she had an incident in Bessemer herself. And she says that her and Tisha was talking when Tisha was crying and whatever. I never said nothing. Girl, you better think about it. I love what Kiki told her. You better think about that one. So anyway, and so she said Marceau basically came to her with some old blackmail stuff, and he said, and after when she was gonna say what she was gonna say, he started screaming. And we all remember when they showed the flashback when you say it. But you see all the cousins and everybody around. Kiki was like, Kiki, no. Don't, please, Kiki. Don't do it. Kiki like, okay, when Marceau, they was like, Kiki, please, I'm on bended knee, don't do it. So Marcel was like, you do it. I'll burn all this motherfucking shit down. I'll burn this shit to the fucking ground. Do it. Yeah. And I'll say your shit. Do it. Okay, he was like, okay. Yeah, I bet you'll shut the fuck up now, won't you? Kiki's husband should have went down there and knocked the bottom row of his damn teeth out, because the top row is a damn mystery to all of us. That's what should have happened. But when Kiki's husband went over there to Marceau, you see how he got his ass back in order and came back to their reality. Because that motherfucker looked like he could have handled somebody, okay? That motherfucker was about to get Marceau in order. Marceau shriveled down from a damn tiger to a damn kitten. A damn alley cat. Yeah. So Kiki says that she had a surgery and she was taking the pain pills and she got addicted to them. And I must say that, like, I have chronic migraines and back pain. And just recently, it's almost been a year. Last December, I had surgery on my foot. So I had flat foot reconstruction and Achilles lengthening. So, I was bed bound and I had pain medicines, hardcore pain medicines. And that pain medicine is something else. And what I do, like, even whatever I have to, like, stop myself from taking the stuff because I don't want to get addicted to it. That's all I think about, like me getting addicted to one of these pain pills and stuff like that. So I, try to stop taking it, like unless I really like needed it or something, and try to like substitute it for like Tylenol or Motrin or something like that, even though I'm not supposed to be taking Motrin. I still had to like substitute it with something else so that I wouldn't just be dependent on those one pain meds. Okay, so I get that part, and some people is not that strong, and some people don't have that kind of pain tolerance to do it. So it's easy to happen. Like, you never know if that can happen to anybody. And usually when they get addicted to those pain meds, it might lead to other type of medicine, because for one, they're the other type of, not other medicines, but other drugs, because most of them are cheaper and easily accessible. And if she was taking like oxycodones or oxycontin and stuff like that, like that's basically like heroin in a pill form, so a lot of people, once they stop taking those pills, or they can't get a hold of them, they'll resort to heroin. Anyway, so Kiki says that once the doctor, she had got addicted to them. So once the doctor stopped prescribing them, she was going to different people's houses and then their medicine cabinets and just taking her some, get a few. She didn't think they would notice. She said, but people did notice. And I guess they started saying, like, well, you over here stealing my pain medicine, whatever. And she went to rehab. Good for you, Kiki, for acknowledging that stuff and not, like, getting further and further deep down. I don't know how bad it got, but I just commend you for going to rehab and getting that together, because that's a hard task to do. So congratulations and kudos to you, Kiki. And she said that she had just got out of rehab like a couple months before the Christmas party. So she went, she didn't really appreciate them telling Mel and them that stuff about her, being in rehab or whatever. She didn't appreciate them telling them that. And they broke her confidence and stuff like that, because she said she told her family. She told her family about what was going on. And, you looking for your family to uplift you and stuff like that, not try to dog you out and stuff like that about it. So Mel said they said it to her like in a jokingly manner, like, yeah, y'all better hide your stuff, hide your pills, hide your purses, and all that type of stuff, which I can't believe that. I can't believe that they did that. Like, Marsau and Tisha, they are so damn low. Like, I don't know if Tisha was just already like that, if she had that evil in her already, or if she picked up on it with Marsau. But that is disgusting. And Tisha, that's your damn cousin. But you want her to have so much damn loyalty to you, but you go over there and do that. And in my opinion, since Kiki said that she was stealing the pills and stuff like that from people's houses, I don't know if that's all she was doing or all she was stealing. But since she said that, I do think that the Holts should have known that what was happening. But I feel like it wasn't Tisha and Marsau's place to tell them. If they wanted to tell them, or they felt like they had to know, what they should have done is tell Kiki, I know Mel and them invited y'all to, their Christmas party and stuff like that. But we know what situation you just got out of. So we feel that it's best, or whatever, that maybe you want to talk to them and let them know what that situation was before we go. Because I feel like they should know. And then if she say, okay, or whatever the case may be, or no, I don't want, say, well, okay, well, if you don't, then we're going to divulge that information to them, because you are coming into their home And, you know you just left out of rehab, and we hope everything worked out. But at the end of the day, you never really know, because once somebody is in recovery from drug addiction, alcoholism, and stuff like that, they're in recovery for the rest of their life. So if they felt like it was that detrimental, I feel like they should have told Kiki, you tell them or we will. So that she would have known that if she didn't tell them this information, that they was going to tell her. That's what I feel should have happened. I don't think they should have just told them that. And then Marceau said in an interview that it was so important. They had to know this. I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't tell them this and this and that. So, good friend over your family? Tisha over your family? Because I guarantee you he ain't going to tell them shit on his family. So, well, I can't say that with that picture. But anyway. So, so he was saying that, but he also said, yeah, he said, Maurice and Kimmy was there. We wasn't joking about it. Maurice and Kimmy was there, and I'm quite sure Maurice remember, and he can vouch for that we wasn't joking about it. But if it was so confidential and so detrimental that Mel and them knew, why the hell did you even have to say it in front of Kimmy and Kiki? It wasn't, Kimmy and Maurice. It wasn't their house. Why did they need to know? Tisha, why did they have to know about your family business? Huh? Yeah, no response? I didn't think so. So, he said that. So, and then I really can see them laughing about that. I really see them laughing about that. And I want to know if Kimmy was laughing. Because Kimmy, you a nurse and you see that shit all the time. So I wonder if Kimmy was laughing about that. If she found it funny as well. Or, Kimmy, did you feel a problem with Tisha and them telling her family business to Mel and them? Like you felt it was so wrong when Kiki said that her and Tisha had talked about Marceau before? Did you feel that same way when they was telling that shit? Also, when Marceau said everybody in Huntsville knew your business. And remember he said like, just because it's your business don't mean it's your personal business. Come again? The fuck does that mean? But remember he said that bullshit? Huh? So, even him saying that, if everybody in Huntsville knew her business already, then why did y'all need to tell the host? Ain't they part of Huntsville? Wouldn't they have known? Wouldn't they have known already and still invited them to the party? And how did all of Huntsville know when she was telling her family? So y'all ran and told everybody? Did you run and tell everybody when y'all had all them theft records going on? Because to be honest, did y'all tell Mel and them about Tisha's history with theft? Because she wasn't on drugs. So, that we know of. Did y'all tell them to indulge that information? Huh? Again, no response. I didn't think so again. And then also, they laugh about stuff that is not like funny, or like stuff that it may be like funny like years after you done went through it or something like that. It might be funny, but they laugh about shit that is not funny. They always laughing at somebody's hardship or somebody's pain, okay? Until it come back on their ass. Then it's all so fucking serious. Because they laughed and giggled about Martell cheating and getting caught. They laughed and giggled about Mel and Martell's divorce. They laughed and giggled about him having a baby on her. They laughed and giggled about the custody battle. So this is a habit and this is a character flaw with Tisha and Marceau. This is what I'm seeing, in my opinion. Okay? So Kiki says that it hurt and that they would take that moment that, and she was in so much pain and outside, you know, she different, you know, she was on drugs. So, you know, she probably felt shame coming from being a damn professor. So, she said that, you know, it hurt her that they took that moment to bash her instead of uplift her. So Mel says she understands Kiki's pain, but she just couldn't imagine it coming from them like that, from somebody within her actual family, even though she has experienced the betrayal with Martell because he used to be her family. I said, damn, Mel. He's my kid's dad. I don't know him. They call this damn man Mr. Holt. And she said it has to be tough. Mel gives her some encouraging words, and Kiki says that she can't wait to help other women that's going through recovery, and they, you know, like yay recovery and stuff like that. That is a difficult thing to beat. So, and like I said, you deal with that for the rest of your life. It could be anything. So, when people have those addictions, like I said, they have to suffer with that for the rest of their life. Like, it's never really okay for them again to even start, you know, just have a drink like an alcoholic. They can't just like start drinking casually because it can turn right back into their old habits. So, again, I just commend Kiki for telling her story and being, you know, real about it. It is what it is, okay? So now we're here with Maurice Marceau and Shrek Scott. They meet at the park. Why y'all at the park? Why y'all couldn't meet at somebody's house? Because y'all don't want his ass even at y'all damn house? Where he just got off the bus? Because why the hell is he sweating? Did he walk all the way to that side of the park from the side of the park that he lives? I'm not sure, but he looks like a fool. Why is his shirt inside out? And why does he got a t-shirt on under a t-shirt? That's why he's sweating like that? And then you can see the sweat spots on the other shirt, so you sweating through the other shirt? Walking up looking like Humpty Dumpty. And them flip-flops look like they didn't even have those soles on them. Them soles look like he done wore them mofos down to just the cotton layer on top. He probably had that. You know how you had a thong toe, like maybe like Nike flip-flops? Did it look like he had the wore the bottom grip part off and had the other part glued to his foot to seem like he had on some shoes? Let's move on. Anyway, so he gets there, and I'm sorry, but Marceau was sitting on the bench smoking. I don't know if he was smoking a cigarette. Is that why his teeth always look like that? Maybe is he smoke cigarettes? Because it looks like he don't brush his teeth, in my opinion. Anyway, and then Maurice come walking up with that old tight ass suit on. Like, Maurice, give up that suit. And you going to the park. Why do you have on a suit? You know, we know you just didn't leave work. Must have just left a job interview. Anyway, but Then in the confessional, they saying like, Marsau says Maurice is his older brother. And then Maurice says that Mark is his older brother. What the is wrong with y'all? Why y'all just can't say what y'all gotta say? That just Mark is y'all older brother. The fuck y'all have to go through all of that for? Anyway. So Shrek asked them about the little brawl thing. They say they don't know what's going on, act like whatever, it's whatever. They ain't trying to have no type of conversation with him besides what they came there for these cameras to do. Maurice says Marceau saying some stuff or whatever the case may be. So Shrek asked, Marceau says that Wanda and Mel got into it about some social media stuff. Shrek said, yeah, they all, be with the social media shenanigans. But when they on social media, he talk about his stuff and not theirs. You have. You was on there with Kaya was saying that Kimmy was a side chick. And you also said that when Kimmy came to your house, when you was with her friend Patricia, that you picked too soon, as if you had a damn chance with Kimmy. Sloppy, sweaty looking ass, looking like an old sweaty ass Italian sausage. Ugh. Shrek says him and Kyle did a live. Y'all did more than one. They did a live, and I guess in the live he was saying that he had dated Miss Van. Somebody else recorded the video and went and, they asked him, like, did you date Miss Van? You said you dated Miss Van. He was like, yeah. So I guess he said people attacked him after he said that. And he was just defending himself. And that was it. It was nothing until the reunion. And Miss Van said they were friends. What the fuck was wrong with that? I just don't get why he keeps saying that that's a problem. What do you want? Talking about, I want her to acknowledge it and say it was beautiful. It wasn't beautiful to her. From the looks of it, you got everything out of it, so it was beautiful. Hell yeah on your end, but not to her. Maurice and Marceau is saying, like, this stuff is hurtful. She didn't do anything to you. And Marceau actually gave one of his little analogies that at first I'm like, Marceau, like, don't start. But it kind of made sense at the end. He said that, let's say if a crowd of people is standing behind Maurice, from where they was all positioned at, and one of those people throw a rock and hit him with it. And he think that Maurice hit him with the rock. So he throw a rock and hit Maurice. But the people behind Maurice is study hitting him with rocks. So he was like, at the end of the day, I'm keep hitting him every time they hit me with a rock. But in actuality, he haven't done it. He didn't throw any rocks. He didn't do anything to me. So it means that, like how people get mad at Mel, like what I was saying about Stormy, and how I feel like Stormy kind of take this thing, like people think she's like throwing jabs at Mel, but in a sense, it's kind of like she's blaming Mel for her fans coming to her with mess, like, oh, you biting off Mel, you trying to be like Mel, and stuff like that, when it's not Mel doing it. which, you know, is not Mel doing it, but it's her fans. So Mel would be Maurice in this point, and the fans is throwing at Stormy. And, you know, so I see what he meant by that. Like Miss Van hasn't said anything. It's fans that's saying the stuff, but you're taking it out on Van, Miss Van, with your sorry. He says no, he don't get it. He don't care about arguing with women. That's because you are one, and the way you shaped, it seemed like you and Marceau used to be women. Anyway, and if a woman says something, you notice he specifically said a woman. He didn't say anything about if anybody come to him. So he only talks back to women, or talks crap to women, or try to attack women. Shows what kind of person that is any damn way. If he even a person. With his, So anyway, so then he tried to say, well, would you just, they do a flashback of the reunion, and he like, well, would you just do a plane ride and all that type of stuff for a friend, just a friend, for his birthday? Yeah, if your broke ass ain't having, you ain't say y'all took a trip nowhere. Did she give you a plane money to go see your kids or something like that? Finish the story. So Maurice and Marceau is kind of like, they trying to act like they scared of him, but they trying to act like they trying to get him to scale back on what they done told him, when they already know, they already had a conversation before this to seem, and I don't know, Maurice kind of looking like, dude, no, I mean, Maurice with it too. Because he keeps trying to make excuses talking about somebody defending themselves. And it's nothing, you're not defending yourself against. Nobody is attacking you. Nobody is saying nothing about you. The person that you're talking about is not saying shit to you. Has not said shit to you. So Marceau says, well, in the effort to like alleviate pain that's coming, you know, you causing harm to, you know, your brothers, our wives, our kids, like, would you stop? He was like, no. And the way they gave up so easily, they with it. Like I said, they all with it, and it's sad that they're all with it, but that's okay, because people gonna get a hold of y'all damn mama and talk about all the motherfucking kids she got and dog the hell out of her, and let's see how y'all like it. Let's see how y'all like it. Okay? But I don't even think they would give a care, because it don't seem like they care about women, whether it's their mom, grandma, anybody, daughters, anything. So it probably wouldn't even matter. But I will run them through it. Yep. So next we have Tisha and Destiny meeting for lunch or whatever they're meeting up for. So they talk about the new restaurants and everything that have come to Huntsville, and they're just happy that they have some different options. I guess since it's so small, they didn't used to have that many options. Destiny says she just got in trouble because when she go visit Moses, she just wants to chill, and he wants her to cook, and he doesn't understand that when she out traveling, she don't want to cook, she don't want to be mom, she don't want to, Destiny, you gonna always be mom. She don't want to be mom, all that stuff. She just want to, you know, relax, chill, go out to eat. So I guess she was saying, like, he's like, well, I don't even know if you know how to cook, really. If you only coming for the weekend, I don't think he should be expecting you to cook, maybe breakfast or something like that. But other than that, he need to be taking you out. Y'all only going for the weekend. I see if you was there for like maybe 4 or 5 days or something like that, or a long weekend, maybe cook a meal or something like that. But other than that, we out here. Okay? Destiny, no, Tisha says, well, the last time I saw you, you was on 10. talking about the little rent party or whatnot. And she hates that happened at her business because that's her brand and everything, But you don't have no problem bringing your mama to the stuff. Everything that she come to, always something pops off. So I'm not understanding Tisha. So they talked about the police being called and everything, and it was her place of business, and if it was her place of business, she would have been upset. Tisha says, Destiny says that Mel kept up all type of shit, and if it was her business that her place of business, that she would have been upset. Tisha says, well, you got to bag out the deal or whatever the case may be. And Destiny says, everybody assumes I always have an attitude, but when those two came uninvited, and people can say it's a public event all day, but I don't care. But Stormy came correct and spoke, said her little piece or whatever the case may be, explained why she was there and this and that. But yet you still had an attitude. Tisha says that what Mel, Tisha says, yeah, and then you said that you should have escorted Mel out and this and that. Destiny said she thought, she thought about that, how Mel felt when Tisha came to her thing uninvited and how she had her escorted out and all this stuff. But Destiny, I thought you was at that event and you didn't seem like you were too not pleased at Mel for putting Tisha ass out. It looked like you was there in the background grinning and skinning. Okay? So, Tisha, you don't remember that part though, do you? No? Okay. Tisha says she was trying to have a moment. Destiny says she should have told her she was the moment. Yeah, just like that damn beauty supply story is all the time. A moment of fucking silence. Because no one's there. Empty. You tried to have the moment. The girl was damn near to her car by the time you came talking about you should have had her escorted out. How can you have somebody escorted out when they're already leaving? And then you wanted to take that out on her mama, tell them, say, see yourself out. Like she wasn't already leaving. She was halfway out the damn door when you talking about some, see yourself, you can dismiss yourself. It's dismissed. How can you put somebody out of something they already gone from? Destiny? And again, you ain't got enough to put her out of that shit. Think about that. So, Tisha says, Destiny says, she got Wanda's number. She could have called her instead of coming and doing all that in my place of business. First of all, Destiny, it was in the parking lot. Okay? In the parking lot. It wasn't inside your little hot ass store. Okay? Lord knows they still, I don't even know why Wanda didn't have her food and stuff in there, because there was a lot of room in there for her to have all that stuff in the inside. Since it was so empty, it ain't had no damn products in there. And second off, it's strange that Destiny's saying that she could have called Wanda, and also Marie said the same thing. So it's given they all got together and came up with all these little excuses and stuff like that to say. Whatever. No, nobody give a damn anyway. Because she did what she did and she said she'll do it again. So anyway, so Tisha asked, did she receive an apology from Mel or Martell? Destiny says Martell, but not Mel, and she won't hold her breath. Tisha says, shit, don't do it because you not gonna never get it. Destiny says, yeah, because if a person not gonna apologize if they don't think they did anything wrong, you don't think she did anything wrong either, because if somebody says something about a little law, you will have a damn problem with it too. Destiny says that she appreciates people's apologies. In her confessional, she appreciates people's apologies. But it's been so much with her and Mel that she's not looking for an apology. She just accepts change behavior. Destiny, you had a problem with Stormy apologizing to your sorry ass. And what has Mel done to you to apologize for? Nothing. So then she says, what did Tisha say? So Destiny says that her and Stormy met up. Tisha says, well, she brought you that purse. You got an expensive gift. Destiny says that she told Stormy that she didn't want to be her charity case or something like that. It was a flex. Tisha said, you said that to her? She's like, yeah. Your marble eye ass ain't say nothing like that to her. You said you didn't want to be a charity case. Not that it was no flex. Shut up. So anyway, they talk about that. Destiny says that Stormy told her, she told Stormy that instead of the purse, she would have preferred some products because they all since you trying to support black businesses and you like down the street from me, you could have brought products instead. You know, Destiny, why don't you buy the fucking products? Why do you want everybody to do everything for you, but you had this damn horrible ass attitude and you want her to come and do a pop-up shop at your shit for what? What's she getting out of it? Have some customers pop up at that motherfucker first, and then maybe she'll let it be a pop-up shop so she can bring the products there and sell the products. But if ain't nobody coming there, what is the need for a pop-up shop? Huh? Destiny, Tisha says what happened at Madani, this is what she says in her confessional. What happened at Madani's was a bad look. And even though she was able to sit down with Mel and hash things out and be cordial, that she feel cordial, she feel like Destiny and Mel should do the same because they really had a good friendship. Tisha, please shut the hell up. I don't know when you rehearsed this stuff, but so you're saying that you and Mel didn't have a good friendship, or now you're admitting that Mel was a good friend with Destiny? Are you admitting that? Is that your admission? So you know what type of friend Mel is. That's why you want her. You feel like her and Destiny should talk? Okay. And then you acting like you and Mel met one-on-one. You met Mel with the thing, and Marceau must have convinced you that Mel, that the meeting went good with you and Mel, or whatever the case may be. Because that was not your intentions when you went into that meeting until your husband flipped sides. Okay? Oh, Destiny also said that Stormy wanted to get the girls together, I guess for some little shindig or whatever. So, and she told Stormy that she need to leave the her and Mel stuff alone because it's done. And it's done. It's done. Okay? She tells Destiny about the comeback group meeting and how Mel was trying to make it seem like it was all her mama fault. And she was like, no, it was everybody's fault. And she finally got, and Mel said that she finally got fed up with her mama talking about her on social media and this and that. So Tisha says that the resolution was that they're going to respect boundaries. Destiny makes some, you know her face, and rolling them down marbles. And then she says that, I guess like Melanie don't know how to respect boundaries or whatever. And if you have something, they're not going to post stuff on social media. And if they have something to say, they will say it to the person and not on social media. Okay, so this last scene is little Mila's birthday party. She's turning 7. They said they're just going to have the party at the park, and they're going to keep it with just family and friends. Well, family and close friends. I don't know why she even said that. Maurice and Cammy come, and Maurice finally looks like nice, like he's finally dressed nice. Okay, just wanted to point that out. Also, I wanted to point in the scene with Tisha and Destiny. Tisha looked really pretty in that scene. Then they're talking about the birthday, and Marceau is complaining about having a birthday out in the sun and this and that. Then why the hell you didn't pay for something else? To have it inside, since you know how hot it is in Alabama in the summer. And then they leave the cake in the damn car. So she asked Marceau to go get the cake. He go get the cake. Why the hell would y'all leave the damn cake in the car? I don't know. They sing happy birthday. And then they sing happy birthday, and then Wanda comes, and she's complaining about them singing happy birthday without her. She was only 2 minutes late or something, she said. And then she's, the kids come. She, hey, Mila. So she had a little gift. And then they are running up to her. I wonder where her other grandkids at? Are those little girls that had the face blurred out or whatever? I'm not sure. But they're running up to her, and then she's still complaining about them singing happy birthday without her. Wanda, as long as Mila was there when they sung happy birthday, to hell with your ass. Like, quit making everything about you all the time. She wants so much attention. So, or like she was gonna sing a special song or something. Anyway, Marceau and Tisha says it's a good time to talk to her. Marceau says it's time to be with, like, all jokes aside, like, this is what needs to happen. So Tisha agrees. But I don't know why Marceau was saying that, because it didn't seem like that. You had that conversation like that with your brother. All jokes aside, stop the bull. Marceau says, we got to ask you for a favor. That's a favor? And they want to set some boundaries. He says, like, well, Martell and Mel, and talking about the baby. Wanda said she didn't say nothing about the baby. She said the last baby. And then when she said the stuff, and she said that because when she said about your daddy being all up in her DMs, well, I said, let's talk about your last baby daddy. Marceau said the point is to agree to keep other people's name out of your mouth on social media. Wanda said, well, she didn't approach her in the way that she didn't approach her in a bad way when she was at the event. That she even told Mel, hey, Mel, how you doing? And Tisha and Wanda and Tisha and Marceau jumps in and says, well, you were just calling her all type of bitches and hoes on social media. It don't matter how you approached her at the damn event. Wanda says that Mel talks about her, and that's why she talk about her, and Mel talk about the way that she talk, and she's been calling her hooked on phonics. And she says that how do they think that she feel about that? And she says that that hurts her feelings. Wanda, she said that again after someone asked her what did she think about what you were saying about her on social media. Before that, okay? She didn't just come out and say you hooked on phonics. And she said the phonics were unhooked. Don't try to give yourself any credit. You're not hooked on phonics. You're unhooked. You're off them damn phonics. So, where was I at? One second, guys. Okay. Okay. So Marcel says he wants to make sure when she go online that she not talking about them, that she only talking about her stuff, like her business that she got going on and this raggedy ass truck that she trying to get together. But Marcel started giving her some excuses like, yeah, we know what you mean, but you don't do, no, just no. Don't give her any excuses. So Wanda said when people put their finger in her face, she flying on their ass like a piece of paper. We're going to leave that alone as well. Wanda said if you don't talk about her, then she won't talk about you. Then what were you doing? Because you've always been talking about her and she hasn't said shit about you. Marceau says when you stop calling people's names, then they gotta find something else to talk about. Marceau, shut the hell up. Don't act like that girl even entertained Wanda. She got in her ass that day and that was it. Marceau touched Miss Wanda's arm and Wanda was like, don't touch me. So she's getting upset, it looks like. Plus she looked like she hot and she's sweating like a damn raisinette. Marceau, Tisha says that when she get into it with them, she don't need Wanda to be talking crap like she do with her and like, oh, you need to cuss that bitch out and this and that. She don't need her to do that. So that means that your mom is saying the stuff that she say to you in private, that how y'all talk about Mel in private, she's saying it publicly on social media. So y'all be calling her bitches and hoes and stuff when y'all talking. But you don't want her to go on social media and say it. Okay? Or maybe you should stop telling her stuff about you and Mel. So don't you got some friends? Remember she said you had all friends since you was kids? Talk to them about it. Or how about you talk to Mel about it? Marceau says at the end of the day, you know you raised a strong woman. And ain't nobody running over Tisha. But y'all too. Okay. Tisha says her mom is getting defensive because she's trying to protect her. Wanda says, what y'all want me to do? Apologize to the bitch? Psych. Tisha says, no, you don't have to do nothing. Just don't talk about no kids. Don't compare no kids. Don't say nothing about them. Wanda says if they talk about her, she's talking about they talk about her kids, she's talking about theirs. And that's that on that. Wanda says they not gonna make her stop and they not gonna tell her who to be. That she gonna be herself or people gonna think that she being fake. And she will change to the point where she won't say kids, period. You should have been at that fucking point. Tisha says she's thinking they got through to her. Marceau says, I'm thinking that we got her to say that she will change. So Marceau try to hug Wanda and say, you know you love me. Wanda say we got a love-hate relationship. Marceau is hugging all up on her. And she like, get off of me, you sweaty, and your tits are sweating on me. Next week, they come through. They show Martell is with the guys. They look like they at the gym. He's telling them that Mel invited him to Destin. Marceau says, won't that confuse the kids? It may, but it also is not your business, for one. And for two, won't it confuse your kids with the way they see you talking to their mama or treating their mama on TV? Will that be confusing? Or is that the goal? Also, wouldn't it be confusing when the kids hear Wanda talking about the last baby not having the same daddy as them, the other ones? Ain't that confusing? Yeah. Confusion all around. So anyway, Kimmy must have had taken some tests and they may, have to do some additional tests. So her and Maurice is crying. Stormy asked Mel if her and Tisha were friends. So, to try to get them together. Mel says absolutely not. She just met up with them and it was cordial. Stormy says she want to put something together. When they at the little game plan or whatever, the event that Stormy put together, she says she got a game called, like what what I think, what you heard, or what I said, what you heard, and what I meant. She asked Tiffany something, and Tiffany says, yes, me and Destiny has had a couple little incidents or whatever. Destiny is smart. And Tiffany says, oh, is that Detroit? And then Destiny said, it is, so be careful. Botch. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. The episode was pretty good. As we see that Shrek and Wanda they're not going to change anything. As we see in current day, they're not changed or not trying to change anything. They're continuously trying to look for attention online from social media. I think it's time that we stop giving them the attention and move on, because it is what it is. They're low class, they're low brow, they're uncouth, all of the above. So it's no helping them. So we just need to treat them like the peasants that they are, huh? How about that? Yeah. All right. So again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, guys. We are on our way to 1,000 subs. Okay. So keep this going. We don't have to stop at 1,000 either. So, subscribe to the channel. I'm getting the views, so subscribe to the channel, okay? When you come on, just subscribe automatically, okay? And I hope you guys had a good time. And also, everything on the channel is alleged in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Do you guys think that this stuff worked? We know in current day it didn't, so I don't even know why I'm asking that. Do you guys think that Marceau Nim is behind their brother and Wanda? Do you think those batteries were placed by them, by the Scotts? Let me know in the comments. And also, let me know if you guys think that Mel approved for him to come on the show. Let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.